In the previous video, we talked about the energy that is created by truly owning your vision. If you remember, I told you that the question how had no place in this phase of the process. But how is exactly what we're going to talk about today. Specifically, how to sell your coaching, consulting, or online course for anything from $5,000 to $15,000. Oh yeah, baby. No point having that dream house on your vision board if you ain't got a step-by-step plan to get you there, right? In order to start earning the 7 figures we make today, I had to seriously release some ego stuff. And that's the leap I'm inviting you to make today. When the topic of charging a premium comes up, most folks bring up the C word, credibility. How do I build enough credibility that people would be willing to pay me the 10 grand to work with me? But there's something backwards about that question because it puts the emphasis on you, not your client. If you want to be a player in the premium space, you need to turn your focus onto your ideal client. And this goes way deeper than the usual demographic stuff that most client avatar exercises get you to do. In working with hundreds of coaches, consultants, and course creators, I've realized that a lot of these exercises can create confusion, not clarity. Because though the boxes are checked and you seem to have the correct demographic information, you never really feel like you know your client. You never really get into her head, under her skin. When you do this process the way we teach it, you'll be able to all but complete her sentences. She'll message you and tell you, "Get out of my head. Do you have a camera in my room? I feel like you're talking directly to me, to my soul." Because if you don't know her this way, how on earth are you going to design a program that is worth that kind of money to her? If you don't make the time to get to know your ideal client at this level, it becomes impossible to give her not just what she really wants, but what she really needs. And there's another thing about this method that surprises people. Instead of throwing everything in the kitchen sink, everything you've ever learned into your program, we actually encourage you to cut stuff out. Now, as you can imagine, this brings up all those limiting beliefs we talked about a couple of videos ago. And that is why it is so crucial to deal with those limiting beliefs before you start creating your messaging or your program. So go back and watch that if you haven't already. I've put the link up here. So why do we tell you to strip things down to the minimum? I mean, if your clients are paying more, won't they want more stuff? Let me answer that by asking you something. Do you want to take another program that is 80 hours long and that is the spaghetti mess of strategies and tips that feels like the course creator was kind of stuffing his jockstrap? Kind of like, here's everything I know. Hope you find something in it that works for you. Do you even have 80 hours to spend watching a bunch of videos doing 75 exercises that leave you feeling more confused than when you started? No one needs more information, more videos or PDFs or bonuses that you will never have time to get to. Remember how in the previous video I said you just need to have enough hustle to get into flow? Well, we treat course design the same way. In our business, we quadrupled our profits when we stripped our process down to the components that got the maximum return on investment. When we teach our clients to design their premium programs or rework their existing ones, we invite them to really ask, is this absolutely crucial for results? If the answer is no, hasta la vista, baby. Think about what that does, right? Making things simpler and faster makes it simpler and faster for you to get your program built and making profit. It also makes it simpler and faster for your clients to implement. And that means that everyone involved has a much better shot at working the system consistently without burning out. And everybody, you and your clients, get better results consistently. We all know that if you want to build a business that isn't a roller coaster, if you want something that's consistently profitable, you need to know what the crucial components are and then pull those levers consistently. So to recap, if you want to charge between 5 and 15K and actually have clients excited to pay you that, you have to understand that your clients are paying you for results, not for all the stuff in your program. More is not better. Simple is better and effective is best. This isn't just going to affect your client's experience of your program. It'll help you by allowing you to cut out any busy work and double down on the pieces that matter. And finally, you want to build in support like she has never experienced. Because in today's world of content marketing where everybody's giving away their best stuff for free, you need to stand out. And the way we know to do that is to double down on the support component and keep the information to the minimum required to ensure results. That way, your to-do list stays manageable even as you make a quantum leap in income, impact, and influence. Now that you're rethinking your program design and really building a premium client-centric program, it's time to talk about your messaging. After all, you could have the best program or course in the world, but if prospects don't understand what you could do for them, they won't buy. So if you're curious about the subconscious messaging strategies we use to help our clients get insane ROI on their marketing and magnetize folks who are excited to work with them, click here. And if you want to find out more about how we've structured our own program to deliver support rather than information overwhelm, well, you can watch this video here. I'm Geeta Nadkarni, founder of Impact with Influence, and you're watching the Be More Possible show. Before you move on to the next video, I would love for you to leave me a comment and tell me what your offer is. I'll come back and I'll help you see what you actually sell so you can raise your rates. Deal? Hop on down in the comments and tell me what you do.